Welcome back. We were talking about different types of input elements that you can use in an HTML form, and we have seen text, password, email, date and submit input type. Today we will discuss about two more input types, and they are radio button and checkboxes. Both of them are used for making a selection from a list of options. But the difference is radio button will allow you to select only one option from a list of options, and the checkbox will allow you to select more than one option from a list of options. So let's take the radio button first. Suppose you want to get the gender of your applicant, and just after the name you can say what is his gender, and you can include that here. Input type is equal to radio. That is how you can create a radio button in HTML, and there is no placeholder for radio. And let's say we need a value for this one as male, and let's close it. It doesn't have a closing tag. And we need one more on the same line, but this radio button is for female. We need one more radio button, and that is also on the same line, and we need others here. Okay, so let's save this, open our file in the browser. There you can see this is not looking good at all. So our father's name has come here. We have to put that below the gender, so we need a break here. Put break here, save it, go back to the browser, refresh it. I can see three radio buttons are there, but they don't specify what they mean. For example, we know that this is male, this is female, and this is others, but someone who is visiting the site will not know what is this and what is this and what is this. So we need to specify that this is a radio button for selecting your gender. So for that you can include a text here, gender, and put a colon and save it. Okay, so go back to the browser. Now you can see gender is coming here, but again there is one more problem. Still you don't know what is male, which one of this is male and which one is female and which one is others. So we need some identification mark before each of this radio button. These are called radio button, and when you click on that it will get selected. You might notice one more problem here. When you click on all of them, you are able to select all of them, but this should not be allowed. We have to block the user from selecting multiple options from the list, because radio button is used when you want the user to select only one option from a list of options. So first let's introduce a label before each radio button, and that is done using normal text, male before the first radio button, female before the second radio button, and others before the third radio button. Okay, let's save this, go back to the browser. Now you can see gender is here, and this radio button says this, when you select this one, that represents a male, this is for female, and this is for others. But again you can select all of them. This should be blocked. So one more thing you have to do when you are using radio button is that you have to specify that I want only one of these to be selected, and whenever the user select male and then female, the previous selection should go off and female should be selected, likewise others also. So for that you have to create a group of radio buttons which will work as a group. In case of a group in radio button, what it means is that you can select only one of the options from a group. So now we need to know how to create a group of radio button. It is done using an attribute called name, and you have to give a value of some kind. Here we can use the gender itself, and you put the same name equal to gender for all the radio buttons that you want to make a group. Okay, so we know that these three radio buttons belongs to a single group, so you have to put the same name for all the radio buttons in the group. So now I have copied name equal to gender, name equal to gender, and name equal to gender. Now let's save this, go back to the browser, refresh it. You can select male, that is okay, but when you select female, the previous selection goes off. When you select others, the previous selection goes off. Like this, you can select only one from the list of options. Okay, so this is how you will be creating a group of radio buttons. Now if you want another group of radio button, say your qualification, I'm copying all these things. Let's say some other thing like mother tongue. And let's say Malayalam, Hindi, Tamil, and let's say some other also, others. And input type is equal to radio, this is okay, but instead of here we can put a male for Malayalam. We will come back to this value attribute when we talk about PHP in the 4th unit, but this will be useful when you are processing your data. We will come back to this at a later point of time. Let's put Hindi here, HIN, let's put TAM here, and let's put OTH here. And the name attribute here we are having some other thing. So let's say language, lang, you can put lang or in fact language itself. And some name that should be same for all the attributes. So let's save this thing, and we don't want this break here. Go back to the browser. Here you can see one more group is here, but this group is different from the previous group. So what that means is you can select only one from this group and one from this group. Okay, so this is how you will be creating radio button groups in HTML. Okay, the next thing we will be seeing is actually if you want to select more than one option from a list of options, you can go for checkboxes. Okay, before that, one more thing I would like to specify. Suppose by default you want to select one of these options. See, now if I refresh this page, none of the options are selected here. You have to first make a selection, then it will be there. But suppose you want a selection. Whenever you load the HTML page itself, you can use the attribute. Suppose you want Malayalam to be a default selection, then you can include this attribute, checked. You don't have to specify any value, just write checked. This is an attribute that you can use for making a default selection in a group of radio buttons. So I'm making this Malayalam as checked, refresh, save the file, go back to the browser, refresh. Now if you see before I select any of these options, Malayalam is getting selected because I have made this checked attribute true for this Malayalam. So that is why this checkbox, this radio button is getting selected. Here also, if you want any of these items to be default, then you can include checked for one of these radio buttons. So we have seen 3 extra attributes here. One is the value, second one is the name for grouping radio button, and third one is checked for making a default selection. Okay, now we will move to the next type of input element, and that is called checkbox. So let's say you want to get details of languages non. Okay, suppose you want to get the languages non from a user. So let's say the languages are Malayalam, And here also I need, it's almost similar to the radio button, Malayalam, and input type radio I have to change it to checkbox. Value I can keep it as Malayalam. Name, in case of checkbox there is no concept of grouping. If you want a group of items and from that group only one item should be selected, go for radio button. Checkbox is used for multiple selection. So you can have the name attribute here, but not for the purpose of grouping the checkboxes. Here name is used for just identification. So this part we will ignore now. You don't need a name here. You can have, that's okay, but that is for coding purposes in PHP, but not for grouping the radio button. Here also I can have checked so that this checkbox will be selected by default. So let's have two more languages here. The English and Hindi. ENGHIN. Let's save this file. You can have checked for one or two. Let's say I want Malayalam and English to be checked by default and I am removing this check for Hindi. Let's save this file, go back to the browser and refresh. There is one problem here, we have to include a line break after the last selection. Okay, now if you see this one, language is not, Malayalam is tick. This is the difference between a radio button and a checkbox. Checkbox, you can select more than one item. You can remove this by selecting once more. If I click on this one, that selection will be gone. If you click on this one, that selection will be gone. And you can make multiple selection with checkbox. So this is how you use radio buttons and checkboxes in an HTML form. The rule of thumb is you have to use radio button when you want the user to make a single selection from a list of options, and use checkboxes when you want more than one selection to be made from a list of options. So the input types used for that are input type is equal to radio for radio button and input type is equal to checkbox for checkboxes. So let's conclude this session by going through our slide. So input type is equal to radio. This defines a radio button. This is how you will be creating a radio button. Radio button allows the user to select only one, this should be stressed, only one of the options from a list of options. Radio buttons are presented in radio groups. You have to group your radio buttons, then only that will work as a group. Okay, and the group of radio button is created by specifying the same value of the name attribute for all the radio buttons in the group. So you have to give the same value for the name attribute for all the radio buttons in the group. The value attribute that we have used while explaining that example, the value attribute defines a unique value associated with each radio button. The value is not shown to the user. That value you are giving there will not be visible to the user, but it is a value that is sent to the server on submit to identify which radio button was selected. So this is used in PHP. Whenever you click the submit button, which value you selected, that value will be passed to the server. So that we will see when we talk about PHP in the 4th unit. So you must understand that value is not for anything that is visible on the screen, but it is used for our coding purposes in PHP. And the checked attribute is included for a radio button. That radio button will be selected by default if you have to include checked. So these are some of the examples for creating radio buttons. Input type radio, same name for creating a single group, and the values for each of them. And the next input type was checkbox. This defines a checkbox. Checkboxes allow a user to select one or more or even none. You can avoid selecting any of them of the options from a list of options. Checkboxes are square boxes in which a tick mark appears when selected. When you select on that checkbox, a tick mark will be appearing on it. The value attribute is same as the previous one. this will not be visible to the user, but whatever you enter in that checkbox will be passed to the server when you click on the submit button. If checked attribute, here also we can have the checked attribute, that checkbox will be selected by default. And this is an example for that. Input type is equal to checkbox. You can specify values, and I am making this one of the checkboxes as checked. So this is how you will be creating a checkbox. So these are the different types of input elements that we discussed so far. There is one more thing I think I can include that also in this session, and that is number. You can have one more input type, that is number, and you can have a placeholder for that. Suppose you want the user's age to be entered. You know that age is something, only numbers can appear in the field of age, no letters are allowed. You can have that with the help of this number input type. Along with this, you can use other attributes like minimum equal to 18 and max is equal to 50, and close it. Let's have a break here, save it, go back to the browser, refresh it. Now you can see age is coming here, but there are two extra buttons here. You can use this button to increase, but it will go only up to 50. It will go only down to 18. If you try to enter anything other than 60 and click the register button, an error message will come here. Value must be less than or equal to 50. Okay, so this will work when you want a user to enter only numbers. If you try typing any letter here, nothing will come here. A, B, C, D, I am pressing here my letters in the keyboard, but nothing comes here. You can enter only numbers in the text box. There are some other input types also, but we will conclude the input type elements with checkbox and numbers here. And let's continue with some other elements in the form in the next session. Thank you.